Hey folks, welcome back to My Kitten Reads. I'm Eleanor and this is my June OwlCrate unboxing. I'm a little worried about this one because this is how the box turned up on my doorstep, which I assume is the fault of Australia Post and not OwlCrate, because this is the first time this has ever happened on any of these boxes. So I'm a little concerned. Hope nothing's fallen out, but we'll see how we go. Even though I did it a week ago, I can't actually remember what the theme for this month is. So let's have a look. I see Greek statues already. If the Fates Allow is the June theme. So that's the artwork. Very, very Greek or Roman inspired. So columns and statues, and it looks like constellations. So what do we have in the box? Okay, first thing, we have a little pouch, sort of a blue pouch with gold on it, and it says, "The sea does not like to be restrained." And so what's inside the pouch? Sea does not like to be restrained. Ooh, it's a necklace with a charm on it. So it's like one of these, I had so many of these growing up, these black, this was such a 90s thing, these black cord necklaces with pendants on them. I think I threw most of mine out a few years ago because I hadn't worn them in years. But wow, this is so 90s. And so it's got a pendant, which on one side it's gold. It has like an owl with clutching a sword, and on the other side is the ocean with a sword in it. So if you can get it, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's very pretty. So this is Percy Jackson inspired. Enamel pendant necklace refers to our favourite demigod duo, Percy and Annabeth. Well, I have actually read, I can't actually remember how many Percy Jackson books I've read. I've read at least one or two, and I've seen the movies, which I quite enjoyed. But yeah, so Percy's sword Riptide on one side and Athena's owl on the other. Designed by Keeley Studios. So that's cute and is making me very nostalgic for my teenage years. What else have we got? There's a box here that looks like it's got Roman columns and lyres and laurels and doves. The Song of the Hero Achilles hand mirror. I haven't read A Song of Achilles yet. It is on my list of things to read, but it's not a particularly high priority. So reflect on the tale of Achilles and Patroclus with this Song of Achilles inspired hand mirror. Okay, and it's created by Vitkovskaya Art. So open the box. It's quite heavy. Cool. So the mirror itself has a quote on it that says, "I would know him in death at the end of the world," which I assume is from the book. Then on the back, it's got this gorgeous painting of a helmet with laurel wreaths and flowers and stuff. So that is this little hand mirror. That's cute. Could be useful. And now there's another box. Ooh, this looks like Vikings. Keep your wooden tables and halls safe from wayward burns with this ceramic trivet. Inspired by our favourite tales from Norse mythology, this trivet features a quote by Neil Gaiman and has been lovingly illustrated by Paul Hammy. Well, do love myself some Norse mythology. Ooh. So, it's quite weighty, and it says, "That's the joy of myths. Read the stories, then make them your own." And it's got various creatures from Greek mythology. So I'm assuming those are the are they crows or ravens? Hunin and Munin. And I'm assuming that is what's the wolf's name? It's supposedly a child of Loki. Can't remember off the top of my head. And the horse, the six-legged horse, eight-legged horse, whatever it is, the one that is Odin's mount, that is also supposedly a child of Loki, whose names, I know these names, but Fenrir is the horse, and Fenrir is the wolf, and the horse is, can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it says it was a trivet, so I think this is for like using in the kitchen or like on the dining table, whatever, so you can put like a hot pot or baking implement out of the oven onto it so that it doesn't burn your table, a dish. So useful, very useful. And then what we have, this is the ocean, and there's a horse. There's horses all over it actually, and bones, and some sort of flower. If I open it, what is it? Ooh. From the sea to the sea. It's a picnic blanket. Inspired by the Scorpio races by Maggie Stivata. Designed by Janine Lacour and Divine Literary. So it all folds up into a little pouch, but it's a picnic blanket. Cool. I don't have a picnic blanket. I don't go on picnics very often. I used to do like birthday picnics, but I haven't done it in years. But still, that is very useful, and I shall keep it around. Keep it in handy for if I do go on picnics, or my choir perhaps sometimes does outdoor concerts. Thankfully there are folding instructions, so because I can't remember already how to fold it up, but handy. Then we have this month's Treasured Tomes enamel pin. This one is inspired by the Raven Cycle, which I haven't read. And it has a pale blue front cover with a bird on it. So there. So it's a couple of Maggie Stivata inspired things. And inside, it's got various feathers and leaves and postcards and pictures and documents in it. So that's cute. And so I think what comes next is the book for the month. Here we go. So, Threads That Bind by Kika Hatsopoulou. I've probably mispronounced that. It looks Greek. Oh, Feel Your Fear and Keep Going Anyway. So this looks like it's a story based on the idea of the three fates, in that all the descendants of the fates are born in threes, so three sets of sisters. So we've got another set of sisters, the Aura sisters. The youngest, Io, is using her skills in the future to work as a private investigator, but someone is mutilating fate threads, the fate threads of women, and setting them out as wraiths, and so she has to investigate what's going on with her fated soulmate, who she hasn't even met yet. And then her sister turns up on the arm of her main suspect, and so things get complicated. So that sounds like it might be a fun read. I always say that, and I read so few of these, but I really need to get around to reading some of these books, I swear to God. Anyway, but it's actually got a clear plastic dust jacket, so you can actually see the holographic embossing through the dust jacket, which is gorgeous. And it's also on the end papers as well. And it looks like there are illustrated pages in here, I think. Some of the page edges are darker, which usually indicates illustrations. But anyway, and there are these gorgeous, embossed end papers. And then it's signed and has a letter from the author. So, yeah. I really need to get back to reading some of these. Oh, what just happened there? Anyway, apart from the book, the only other things in the box are the newsletter, as usual, which has, interviews and recommendations and puzzles and all that kind of stuff. And the spoiler card for July. So the July theme is Break the Curse, and that is the artwork, which is all sorts of like foliage. And each July box will include an exclusive item designed by Anne Gaian art. Okay. Looks like she does some sort of Eastern inspired fairy style artwork. So that is what's coming next month. What is my favourite thing from the June box? Ooh. I mean, the most useful thing to me is probably the trivet. But I think my favourite thing might actually be the pendant, just for pure nostalgia, because I used to have so many of these as a kid. Looking at the length, it's probably choker length on me, but like pure nostalgia and the fact that I've actually consumed at least some Percy Jackson, I think, yeah, this is probably my favourite thing out of nostalgia. Yeah, anyway, I will hopefully see you all again really soon. Bye.